Hi guys, and welcome back to the second part of our two-parter Halloween spooktacular. We have got even more scary stories of business failings coming straight at you now. So we're picking up right where we left off last week, which means we are one cocktail and one fillet of fish down and many business failings up.
I do want to put another shout out there for the filet of fish. That was lovely.
Big up fillet of fish.
I was wrong. It's rare that I admit that I was wrong, but the filet of fish, quite a firm favourite of mine now. It is just a nice fish finger sandwich, isn't it?
It is just a fish finger sandwich.
Are we having a cocktail
So
again?
I thought we would wet our whistles first.
Yep.
And then jump straight into the second part.
Nice. So we just had what was it called?
We had a dark and stormy.
Dark and stormy, which is lovely.
And now we're going to have a little Chambord Royale.
Oh,
some
very nice.
Prosecco and Chambord. But I thought it looks a little bit like blood. Getting in the spirit of it all.
I like it. Okay, do you want me to get the Prosecco? I can do. Okay, do you want me to take the Chambord out of the box? I feel like I do something. So, how was your Halloween?
My Halloween was great.
Good.
Halloween was midweek this week, which is never how you want it.
No, so Wednesday is never a good night for spookies. Do you remember
Thursday?
Is it Thursday? Of course it is. Yeah, we should know this because it was only yesterday. You can tell we didn't record this, actually. Do you remember how special it was as a kid, though, Halloween?
I loved Halloween.
Oh, what was your favourite part, though? Well, that went well.
So, as we just discussed in our last episode, I'm not a big sweets and chocolate person.
Oh, of course.
That has been the case always.
Oh, you bastard.
Ding.
I think kids now have got it far too good. Do you remember when I'm in a different era to you, but do you remember when we were kids, for dressing up, we'd put on a bin bag and some of those cheap Dracula teeth. And now kids are got everything they could ever ask for to dress up as. We were lucky if we had any black face paint.
I saw a TikTok yesterday of a kid who went as Halloween as an alien being abducted by a UFO.
Oh, that is amazing.
It was incredible.
That is insane. What did you ever dress up as in Halloween, Molly?
Often it was just a witch, a cat, the basics.
The basics, yeah. It's completely different to these days. Like I say, we've got so many outfits and everything. We always used to go. So I was brought up where our studio is. I was brought up in these parts. We always used to go over to the rich estates because they'd normally not give out sweets. They'd give out cash. So it was great. Honestly, it was so good. You just get it wasn't ever a lot. It'd be the odd pound here or there. But it was far better than just getting some sweets. Oh, here we go. Look at this. You can tell she's worked in hospitality. Look at this. Got some little berries in our... Maybe we should give it a spooky name instead of a Kir Royale. What should it be? A Kill Royale.
Yeah.
Kill Royale. Thanks, Sophia.
Do we dare?
Truth or dare. There you go. Molly, you should be joining us on this. You should be joining us on the old cocktails. Do you not want a Kill Royale? Have we got a third cocktail as well? Or is it just these two? Just these two?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you wanting a third?
Well, I saw the gin glasses on the side, the gin bowls.
Oh, because I couldn't find those.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, well, cheers, everyone. Happy Halloween.
It's delicious.
Oh.
I have so much to do this evening. And I'm going to just be...
What have you got to do?
Bits and bobs.
Okay.
Errands to run.
That sounds boring.
It is.
I was supposed to go to the gym after this. I'm not too sure whether I'm going to be in the mood to or not. I don't know. We'll soon see after this episode.
So, we've got some very fun segments for you on this episode.
Let's do it.
And we thought, to lead, we would throw the floor over to you. So we have had some scary stories of business failings written in by our lovely listeners.
Thank you very much.
And I believe Molly has them. We have not seen them yet.
Have you seen these?
No.
I've not seen them. I guess Molly has.
I have seen them.
Okay. And as always, we don't just want your stories for Christmas, for Halloween. We want them every time. Just email in how I failed in business.
I actually did get sent. I've started now to the point where I get sent LinkedIn connection request with a note because they want to send me stories.
Really?
Yes.
That's good, though. It shows that it works.
There we go. It works.
No one does that for me. That's not nice, is it? No one slides in my DMs. How rude. Over to you, Moles.
Okay. This story is about the cursed office chair.
Okay.
So wait, is this a true story?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just Halloween themed.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't know if
Okay.
we were playing a game. Sorry.
So it's no. So it's a story in first person, not me, but a person, right?
Okay.
So this person doesn't believe in curses, or at least they didn't until they sat in this chair. They had this one chair in the office that no one dared sit in. One day when all the others were taken. Why are you laughing?
It's just funny.
I do feel like I'm reading a story.
No, it's nice. Are we going to put on some like
Slam.
spooky slam? Are we putting some spooky music
Yes,
into this?
yes.
Nice.
Right.
Sorry, didn't believe in curses.
Right, so no one sat in this chair in the office. One day, there was no more chairs, so they sat in this chair, right? Thought, how bad could it be? From that moment on,
Oh my! Maybe this is why she didn't have any
Right,
cocktails.
Seamless.
right, from that moment on, everything went wrong. Computer crashed, spilled coffee on an enforcement document, and big client decided to pull out of a deal.
How's that? That's not funny, Molly. Don't laugh at
Cool.
that.
Halfway through, right, okay. The next day, same thing happened. Then this person had had enough, threw the chair away, and then the tech guy brought it back into the office and said, oh, it's a perfectly good chair. And then then he sat in the chair, and then he got right, then he got laid off the next day. There you go. I shouldn't be laughing at that.
We shouldn't laugh at any of that. Someone's lost their job. They've lost a client.
Yeah.
We've
This
lost
is-
Molly.
All because of the cursed chair.
All
All because
because
of
of
the
a
cursed
chair.
chair. We don't have any cursed chairs. do
Have
we?
you ever believed that something in a building was haunted?
Yes and no.
Mm.
It's a real hard one. So I used to live backing onto a cemetery.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. The neighbours were quiet. And you used to...
Bit of a lag there from
yeah. But yeah, so I never experienced anything myself, but my dad is convinced that he tells a story. So he'd be sat in the living room. We used to have like a bookshelf in the kitchen, and books were flying off the bookshelf. And he was sat in the living room, and he just went, "Would you just pack it in?" And it stopped, and it never happened again. And it happened multiple times up until that point. Do you believe in that kind of stuff?
I don't believe in that kind of stuff, but I love it when someone has a good story about that kind of stuff,
Yes.
because they're always, by nature, they're so unbelievable that the stories can be so extraordinary.
Yeah.
I love it.
I met, so at the Val Awards, I was speaking to a good friend of mine who's also a business contact, owns a business in Leicester. Now, what I didn't realise is he goes ghost hunting. So he goes and
Wow.
like does all the testing and like checks things over and everything. And there's an old mental hospital. I don't know if we're allowed to say that kind of thing. A hospital for people with poor mental
Psychiatric
health.
hospital.
I don't know what we're supposed to say these days. And him and his partner got locked in. They were locked in a padded
Oh my
cell.
goodness.
Yeah.
No way.
No, would you do that? Would you like
No.
do the whole?
Here's the thing. I guess that's my problem. I'm like, no, I don't believe it, but you would not catch me dead doing that.
doing it.
So I maybe, yeah. I think what it is I'm just in general a scaredy cat.
Really?
I'm a real scaredy cat. I don't like horror movies. I know some people have a real like taste for them.
Yeah.
They're not for me. I don't like. I'm such a. If there was a noise, that's me. I'm hitting my boyfriend and go. What was that? I'm really on edge. But then I'll say I don't believe in ghosts at all. But if you made me go
Yeah,
anywhere
yeah.
haunted,
Not a chance.
I couldn't do it.
What about you, Moles? Are you a horror movie fan?
I don't mind them. They're not like my favourite.
No.
But you'll sit and watch one.
They're kind of comedic sometimes.
I
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
if it's like Scream. I can do Scream and
Yeah.
like Final Destination. They're fine. I don't mind gore. I don't like
Yes.
scary.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my thing. Like The Nun or like The Exorcist. And stuff
Yeah.
like that, I'm not watching.
The ones that always have scared me are Paranormal Activity. Have you seen those?
I have.
They are like, and Insidious. Like
Mm.
they're horrific. Like any movie where I think I could take the killer in a fight doesn't really scare me.
There's
like-
sort of a Scooby-Doo aspect to it where
Yeah.
there's an actual person there.
Like Jeepers Creepers, mate, I'm knocking you out. I'm not going to put with your shit, whether you're a devil or not.
The start of Jeepers Creepers is really
Oh, it
scary.
is.
When they are just on the bus and slowly go missing. As soon as it's monsters, I don't find it scary.
Yeah, just take you in a fight. But also, can we agree that Scooby-Doo is probably one of the greatest films ever made?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Well, thanks for sending in the story, Anonymous. Have we got any more?
Yeah, but we haven't got time for that today.
Have we put? Don't be put off just because of your bad story. Right?
No, we
Really?
generally haven't got time.
Oh, okay, fair
Okay.
enough. Well, thanks for sharing the story. We always want to hear more stories, don't we?
Absolutely.
So do send them in, and we'll read them out live. I
Yeah,
guess.
We will. We will.
How's the cocktail?
So what did we call it? The Blood Royale.
Kill Royale.
Kill Royale. I like it. Have you had a Kill Royale before?
I have not.
Have you not?
What? Right. Can we just talk about your upbringing and your childhood, Molly?
This
At
is
what
a
stage
Halloween
were you
special.
created? Because I feel that you were just created at the age of 20. You've not watched Back to the Future. You've not eaten a fillet of fish. I don't see you eat anything other than cheese sandwiches. You've not had a Kill Royale or a Kill Royale.
And you've not had a penguin with a.
You've not sucked
with
on a
milk.
penguin.
This is me.
This- Okay, we're gonna slowly. It's gonna become part of our mission, I think, to just help
broaden
Molly.
Molly's horizon.
Yeah, get you into the real world. We love you all the same, Molly, though. But we do need to give you a bit of an education into life.
Right.
Yeah,
What is that? Can't wait.
cannot wait. Oh, well, that was a good story.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And like he said, we want them to keep on coming thick and fast. And also, is this not a great time to perhaps plug our lovely live show?
The live show we could do.
Where there will be lots of listener stories and plenty of audience participation.
There will. So by the time this comes out, I'll be honest, I think by the time this comes out, if tickets aren't sold out, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
We are, at the time of recording, we've got 9 tickets left. We're doing a big push this week to get those out. So do check the link in our bio. There could be 1 or 2 left, potentially.
It might be a case that if certain people can't make it, we're able to pass them through
Oh, yeah.
for sort of resale on that.
If the tickets are sold out, just drop us an email at howifailsedinbusiness@gmail.com and we'll put you to a waiting list. But I'm so excited for that live show.
Yes.
So excited.
We had a big master plan meeting about it today.
We did. I feel excited.
Yep. And for those of you that are coming, we're going to be getting in touch with you soon to try and find out if they're not spooky, they better be bad. Business failures.
I just want to say, right, I love the stories we get and I love talking to our guests, but this is going to be an evening gig, right? I want the naughtiest. I want the scandalous.
I want the stories that you share when you don't think there's anyone watching. That's what we want.
Oh, there's so many stuff.
This is High Fib Unplugged.
Like, and it doesn't always have to be a failure. It could just be something funny, something that's outrageous. You could talk about the time that you worked with an elderly colleague and when he left, you just checked his computer and went on his search history and found him scouring adultfriendfinder.com for adult friends.
Is that something that
That is a
happened to you?
genuine story. This was quite an old boy, not quite retirement. I want to say, mid-50s. And yeah, he worked the night shift. We were just taking over in the morning or the other way around. I can't remember. And yeah, he had been scouring the internet for discreet hookups using the work computer.
Discreet?
It wasn't quite discreet because I've got a screenshot on my phone just
Oh
in
my
case.
goodness.
Yeah, there are other stories that I could share, and I may hold them off for the night potentially. But yeah, if you got any stories like that, we want to hear about them.
Absolutely. There are prizes up for grabs.
There are prizes up for grabs, so make sure you grab a ticket. Make sure you come along. It should be a good night.
Yep. Ticket link will be in the show notes below.
It will, and in all our bios over on socials.
Shall we go ahead and play our final game?
Let's. Yeah, I like these. It's nice you kind of taking control. Like, it's nice to
know.
kind of
We're
sit
going to
back.
do it a little bit differently for Christmas in that Molly will become Games Master.
Games
And we
Master.
shall play against each other,
Oh,
which should be very nice and fun.
I apologise in advance.
What,
For
for
me
beating
winning.
me? Okay. Okay, so in this game, you've got to guess the company based on the failure story.
Okay, so like a mystery mishaps.
Like a mystery mishaps, but without the extensive clues.
Am I against moles or is it
You
just...
can be against Molly. You can either confer or play against each other.
Okay, I think we need to be against.
Okay. This company tried to create a social network in 2011, but nobody cared because everyone was already on Facebook. 2 years after flopping, they quietly shut it down.
Okay, so this is after Facebook.
Facebook exists. This is back when actual people were booming on Facebook. Everyone's trying to get in on it.
So
Who made a punt?
Was it actually a platform?
It was actually a platform.
and
This was a subsidiary of a brand that exists.
There's
Wait.
one I've got in my mind, but I can't remember the extent.
You don't need to know the name of what the platform was. You're trying to guess the company that made it.
Okay.
and I assume they're quite a big company, a big brand. Okay. I'm going to go for, I think, Apple. I've not heard of anything, but I would... no, Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Is this the only clue we get?
This is the only clue that you get.
Oh.
because
See,
we're
I'm
doing-
nicer.
We're doing
I'm nicer to you.
multiple. we're doing
Sony.
multiple rounds. Sony.
Sony?
I don't know.
So I will tell you now, Molly. I don't think Sony make a single app.
You never know. They might have ventured into that market.
Right. So you're kind of along the right lines where you've gone for big giants.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a second opportunity to guess.
Okay.
So if you perhaps maybe think who already makes software rather than hardware.
Microsoft.
I said Microsoft.
So
Oh.
Rob's guessed Microsoft. Who else makes software that might convert well into becoming a platform,
Who
a
else makes
social
software?
platform?
Other than Microsoft and Apple.
Adobe.
Oh!
You're
Good
going a
one.
bit too big.
Both too big. Software. Smaller than Microsoft and Apple.
But not smaller, just a different kind of type of software.
What does the software do that they're famous for?
It perhaps helps you to find things.
Google.
Google.
Yes.
Google made a social platform.
Did
And
they?
exactly.
Flopped.
Who knows?
Well, they had. Was it Google Plus?
Google Plus.
Was it? Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
Google Plus.
Google
yeah.
Plus, yeah.
I do remember Google Plus. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Okay.
you might have heard of it. I doubt you had it.
So is that
No
1-0
one
to me?
did. But we'll call that 1-0 to you. By the skin of your teeth.
I'll take it. A win's
Okay.
a win.
So, in 2006, this company released an ambitious yet buggy piece of hardware aimed at competing with the iPhone. It had a short lifespan and was quickly forgotten.
Which year? Sorry.
2006. So I won't
Nokia.
expect you to guess the name of the phone, just the company that made it.
Nokia.
Samsung. Sony Ericsson. Sorry.
Are those your locked in answers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Sony Ericsson made some great phones. You know, the
Mm.
cameras on their phones were great.
They did. Who maybe didn't make great phones?
Nokia.
Did Nokia not make great phones?
Microsoft.
Ah.
Yes.
The Microsoft's kin phone.
I had one.
Did you?
Yeah, they were given out as our work phones for some reason. We had them as work mobiles, and they were disgusting. They were absolutely horrible. I'm sure we had them as work phones. Yeah, I had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me stop my notes. Where am I? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. So this company's iconic action camera is known worldwide, but its attempt to launch a drone division in 2016 crashed, literally, and the product was discontinued.
GoPro.
Yeah, I was going to go GoPro.
GoPro. The Karma drone, ironically.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Promising start that literally fell out of the sky due to mechanical failures.
Yeah.
Do you know why GoPro is failing as a company?
Why?
good. They don't break.
Really? That's the
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
And they also have a sort of Barber Patagonia type deal where a lot of the issues with them they'll fix for a lifetime guarantee.
Really? I didn't know that.
And it's hard to take pledges like that away because they're obviously all about adventure photography,
Yeah.
sustainability. But yeah, they might need to do kind of what fridge manufacturers did and sort of install a latency on their equipment because it won't break. And
They do make
people-
good cameras.
People buy one and they never buy one again.
There we go. So what is that? 2-1.
2-1.
2-1. So once a rising star in fitness wearables, this company bet big on smartwatches but ended up being acquired by a tech giant after struggling to stay competitive.
So they make fit watches, smart watches, but they've been bought out.
Yes,
Fitbit.
That's I only think Fitbit.
Was it Fitbit?
Fitbit. It was
Can I
Fitbit.
get the point as
No,
well?
'cause I said it
was
before
gonna
you.
say Fitbit.
No, I was going to say GoPro.
Half point.
Should have worked,
Oh,
Molly.
3-1.
sorry.
3-1.
We were talking earlier, well, it would have been last episode now, about what the hell is going on in the wearable fitness market. Because there's the Whoop bracelet, which is basically just a smartwatch, but they've taken away the screen, which was like one of the only good things about wearing a smartwatch. Okay. Aura rings, which are like £2,000.
Yeah.
And you
expensive.
then have to pay for everything that you want on it.
Yeah. Are you
which
not
is
a
absolutely
you're not a
ridiculous.
wearable tech
No,
kind of girl?
I am. I don't even wear
I
a
thought
watch.
you were about to show off your bracelet, your bubble.
My hair bubble.
Like, no.
I don't even wear a watch. I hate dangling.
Yeah, slows you down.
It does. I like
Just-
to be aerodynamic.
Yeah,
I'm
you
here
don't-
for speed.
You don't need that. You got a new ring on though. I think is that a new ring? I've not seen you wear that ring
Old
before.
ring,
Oh, is it?
actually.
Oh, okay.
I dug it.
You see, I'm like I do. I do what I can to avoid technology and notifications. Okay, the thought of an
Mm.
Apple Watch or any derivative scares the hell out of me.
I will say my wonderful friend Katrin does have one of the Whoop bracelets, and we went on holiday recently. We went on a girls' trip to Spain, and she was like, "Girls, the times are dark," because obviously she's getting back all of her data, how she's sleeping, how her resting heart rate is, her fitness levels. She's like, basically, I might be dying, is what my bracelet is telling me. Haven't had a good night's sleep in 4 days. I'm eating like shit and I can barely breathe, apparently. I don't want to know that about myself. I live in bliss.
You can kind of
Ignorant
like
bliss.
figure it out as you go along.
Yeah,
anyway, though.
exactly.
You
Exactly.
kind of figure out. I was watching an old skit from Billy Connolly, and it was like he said something along the lines of like, "Yeah, you can eat brown bread just to give you an extra 2 weeks of life left, but that's the 2 weeks when you're like 96 and pissing yourself. So I'd rather live less than like living longer." I just don't see the point personally.
No.
I know how I feel. I don't need it. Are you a smart tech wearer? Do you,
No,
No.
Would you wear one
You're
of
a
the rings?
runner.
What are the
Do you
rings?
track your...
potentially. I look at my steps, but
You look at your steps.
sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
I look at my steps, but that's always really sad because
no.
we work in an office.
Oh, I
Yeah.
look at it and it's like 200. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like getting up in my bedroom and pacing up and down.
Can we all collectively agree though that 10,000 steps actually is a lot?
That's so much.
Mm.
Like it's like 2 hours of walking.
Yeah.
So if you've got an active job and you commute in an XYZ, it's not too bad. But like you say, by the end of the day, sometimes I've done like 400 steps. And for me to then get those 10,000 steps, it means I've got to go on a 2 hour long walk, which I just don't fancy.
Not doing.
Just don't fancy doing, to be honest.
Right, are we ready for the final?
Oh my God, is there another one?
We've got one more.
Okay, so what's the score? 4-1?
I
Balls on
can't
the
bring
doors.
it back at this rate.
I'm not
Double
going
or-
easy.
Double or nothing. In
Oh.
2005, this online retail giant launched a rival to eBay, designed to be the next big auction platform. It lasted just over 2 years before quietly closing down.
Amazon.
What was it called?
Buy Amazon.
Amazon auction. AA. I don't know.
Amazon auction.
Was it really?
They couldn't compete with eBay in the online auction space.
I do remember a brief period where they did release, like, you know, they tried to compete, which goes to show, actually, I think, when you look at competition within business, because for so long eBay were leading the way, Amazon were trying to keep up with eBay, and now Amazon are beating eBay, would you say?
Yeah.
Well, hands down, surely. I would have thought.
Surely, yeah. Well, especially because now stuff has come up to climb on eBay's coattails. You know, you've got Vinted.
Yes.
Taking a big chunk of the clothing market that eBay had.
Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace has come for a lot of just individual secondhand goods.
Well, I've seen eBay now have like no seller fees.
I saw that, yeah.
They've now changed
Depop
everything.
have done away with their seller fees, I think.
And we've got a guest coming on very soon. Sorry, excuse me, Filio Fish, who set up an eBay shop selling sex toys.
Yep. Well, actually, have you just given away a fail or fiction?
No.
No, I haven't.
No, I didn't. No. May have done.
May have done.
May have not done. You'll have to watch the episode to find out.
Maybe it's a double bluff.
Could be a double bluff. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe it all fell on its bottom.
Maybe
it did. Are we wrapping or are we taking a break? What's the plan?
Well, unless you have anything else to share.
No, I've shared all my horror stories. We've talked about the live show. We've had a great Halloween episode. We did have a lovely... No one came to pick up the toffee apple things that we got. So will you eat one of those?
Maybe I will.
Well, look, thanks so much for joining us for the Halloween special. We are slowly ever creeping towards the end of season 1, which is scary. We've got a couple of weeks.
We've got some great specials lined up. We've got some great regular episodes. We've got some really good value.
Got some great guests.
And we've also got a great Christmas special coming up. And after that, to wrap up season 1, we are going to be having an awards evening. We've got the How I Failed in Business Awards. So here to rival the Oscars. Get your glad rags on.
I'm really looking. I'm going to wear a tux for that.
Oh, I'm going to be fully floor-length gown.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be good. And I think one thing that we'll need from the viewers, and we'll kind of release this somehow, we need the listener's choice.
Absolutely.
The listener's choice award for whoever you think deserves to be a winner. So thanks so much for joining us for this week's Halloween special. I hope you have a spooktacular weekend and enjoy the fireworks.
Yeah.
Because it'll be fireworks, the most wonderful time of the year. I've booked tickets to the Glebe just around the corner, which looks really good. So make sure you enjoy that. And
until next time.
All the best.